So FinOps to me is several things. So it's a set of tools, it's a methodology. What it really comes down to is enabling clients to get the best return for their investments, whether that be the way they do that from a strategy point of view, from how they do it to a reporting point of view, helping link the financial function of the CFO to the IT function to the CIO.
And that's done with a new FinOps function, it's done with new tools that give real-time cost visibility, it's done with new processes, it's done with policies, and it's done through various real-time cost optimization techniques.
So the joint FinOps solution from Accenture and IBM helps clients build out an environment that not only does FinOps in the public cloud, but a whole hybrid environment, which is really critical. A lot of clients have transformed large parts of the organization to public cloud and have seen their spend really grow quite quickly in that space. There's still a large spend on-prem and in a kind of hybrid cloud models.
With the recent acquisition from IBM of Apptio, on top of the Turbonomic and the Invisi tools that already existed within the IBM estate, what this means is IBM can offer visibility across the entire application infrastructure, all the way down to the data centers, all the way down to the carbon emission level. They can also now, with the Apptio acquisition, make parallel the cost of that infrastructure with the Apptio One Suite. So not only do you get the technical infrastructure, you get the entire stack cost of that infrastructure. A good example is probably a financial services client we've been working with lately. And that financial services client has received significant cost reduction savings over the last 2 years. So the previous year they received a 30% reduction in their run cost saves, which was straight off the bottom line. And then similar this year, we took out another 30% of their run costs, which does demonstrate the need for continuous cost optimization and not for a one-off exercise.
We're seeing a lot of clients right now going, right, those same methodologies, can that optimize what we're doing around carbon? So can I use that same methodology to optimize my spend, but think about that in carbon counting rather than dollar counting, and helping clients really drive down their carbon usage and hit their carbon targets. A massively important focus sustainability, massively important metric for a lot of organizations looking at their futures.
When you put in place Invisi, or when you put in place some of the sustainability tools that are being brought in Apptio, you can then get the carbon emission visibility and tie that to the entire show back to the business. So not only can they understand their cost TCO, they can also understand how they can leverage the visibility they're seeing on carbon emissions to also support their net zero targets. It's moving to a concept which has been branded shift left FinOps. And what shift left FinOps means in real terms is a movement to put into the architecting of the cloud migration or the new cloud application that you're creating, the concept of, is this going to be cost efficient? How much is it going to cost me? What are my guardrails from a cost perspective? And it moves all of the what used to be cost reduction to a more cost avoidance play.
So what next for FinOps? So starting from the world of public cloud, managing spend there to make it efficient, transforming that into a hybrid cloud, transforming that into not only just spending dollars, but also carbon from a sustainability point of view, now really changing the way an organization thinks. So not reacting and trying to fix problems inefficient in the past, building that strategy and those methodologies into the future so that when they're developing new products and services for end users, they're building that same thought into from day one.
So what is DevOps or DevSecOps will be more of a mouthful of DevSec FinOps.